Okay, so we're back at it. Opponent today is the one and only Anish Giri, who won a thrilling match to beat Peter Svidler and make it to the quarterfinals. So without further ado, let's get the games going. We're gonna play d4, and in the first game, probably gonna see some kind of Queen's Gambit here, I think. But understandably, since I made him wait for a couple of minutes to get going, he's gonna make me wait a little bit as well. Little mind games, you know. He goes for the Ragozin, as he has done many times. What is my idea here? Okay, let's play e3. Let's see if he studied this. I can tell you for sure that I haven't. I think he faced this against Steven Chuk, if I'm not completely mistaken. Queen c2 is a bit stupid, but I guess it's kind of a waiting move. Otherwise, you probably would move the f1 bishop, and then you would sort of lose a tempo. Okay, now after knight c6, I don't know what to do. This is a bummer, of course. Okay, I'll go a4. Traditionally, I don't think he like really punishes ambitious opening play. So I think there is some chance that I could get away with this. Now, obviously, the intention is to go bishop a3 next. And if cd4, I go cd4, and I hope that the weakening of the b4 square is not that big a deal. dc4, obviously, I develop the bishop in one go. And if b6, yeah, so rook e8, having all that in mind is a very logical waiting move. I think I'll take on d5. And then probably there's something to be said for bishop b5, I think. But probably I'll just take on c5. If queen a5, I do have the option of going bishop b5. So now I think bishop d3. And if it does take, on c5, I think I would have been greedy and taken the pawn on h7. And now, speaking of greedy, I think I should be consistent and defend this pawn. He does have some play with bishop g4, but I was hoping that I could just castle then. Also, maybe bishop g4 and knight d4 is not so bad. Knight e5, I can then maybe castle if it takes the knight. If it takes the bishop, I take back, and I have f3, so it might be a little bit better there. Additionally, he might go queen a5 now, but then I think I castle. If he takes on c5, I go bishop b5 with knight d4 to come, possibly. And if knight c3, I don't really know, but there should be many options. Queen a5 feels a little bit soft. It's getting short on time. Okay, so finally it takes c5, but now I guess I certainly have the initiative here. Knight d4 is quite tempting. Bishop d7 though, f6, f3. Maybe you can take on c3, but also just knight f6. Okay, I guess I'll go c4 instead. Oh, a6 was unexpected. CD, AB, DC6 does not seem. Yeah, this was probably a bit less than I'd hoped for, to be honest. I'm finding it a little bit hard to coordinate my forces in a way that I like. Bishop d7 is coming next. Okay. Yeah, probably he handled this. He handles this well with a6. Okay, I should speed up a bit. Okay, queen d1. Now I'm not better anymore. He's absolutely fine. Which is, of course, a less than ideal development. He did have bishop g4 there. Okay, I guess I'll go bishop e5, just to confuse him a bit. He could take a4, but I took d5. I don't think that's a disaster. Bishop c6 back. Guess now he's intending to push the pawn. Maybe he can take f2. Okay, he didn't. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a battle of nerves. Quite like the fact that he... Ooh, this one is no good. Now there's a double threat of taking a g7 and also... And also there was a fork. Yeah. Now I'm considerably better with the pawn up. Okay, rook a5. Bishop g3. Knight b4. I think he's losing that pawn now. Rook b8 cannot be played because of the pin. I just take an f7. So now he's 2 pawns down, and that should be plenty for me to win the game. Okay, we'll push e4. Knight e7. Don't go f4, maybe. Knight e8. It's a lot better. Okay, 8. He's fighting. Gotta give him that. But I think it's an uphill battle, to say the least. I'll take this, take on f5. That's 3 pawns up now, and he resigns. Oof, that was a nervy battle.